No shit, Sherlock. That's a good way to get fucking murked.
I liked it better when you called him gay.
Whoa. Whoa! I feel like I catch too much fucking heat. Audie flips table! Audie flips everything!
Hi there, I'm Audie.
I'm Daddy.
I'm Elise.
And welcome to
Breakfast with Big Bones!
We're tired, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. We've had a week. We've had
a month.
We've had a year, okay? I stepped into 2026 first day and I was like, everything, this is gonna be my year. 4 months in, she has made me her fucking bitch times 8.
We're only 4 months in.
I'm on a leash for her, okay? She can do whatever she wants to me if I can just make it through.
I don't even remember New Year's.
No.
What the fuck did I do?
What do you mean I'm 4 months in? Fuck this shit.
I don't think we did anything.
Nobody
for
did
New
anything. We
Year's.
sat our asses on the couch, y'all.
You're right.
I went to the bar.
You went to the bar?
I went to the bar that my roommate works at. I was there for maybe 20 minutes. I walked in at 11:50. I said, Happy New Year! I bought one beer and I left 10 minutes later.
Okay,
was
that's
it.
my perfect New Year's.
I was
Where?
like, okay, bye guys. I
Bye.
said my hellos. I said, I'm going home.
Wait, that's so funny. I
don't-
love that for you. Alright, we excited for what we're talking about today?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
So, we are going to be talking about H.H. Holmes, better known as the Murder Castle or Murder Hotel.
Why do
I thought you were about to say
vaguely know
Sherlock
this?
Holmes.
Because they don't allude to it, but this hotel and it's not Cecile Hotel?
Yes.
The one that Elisa Lamb passed away in?
Yeah.
Both of those hotels were the inspiration for the American Horror Story season hotel.
Ah, Miss Lady Gaga.
Yeah, so this is one of
Work.
the serial killers who inspired those events.
I think the Cecile House. Sam and Colby did a video there once. I
Yes.
remember it was like several years ago.
Yeah, there's a guy
I
on
remember.
TikTok, and I feel bad because I do not know his name, but I know he's a redheaded man, and he makes really adorable videos with his mom, who's a little person, and they do perspectives because
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
like 6'5", and she's so much shorter. That,
Yeah.
like, they do really cute perspective videos. He lives across the street from that hotel.
Oh shit.
So he makes
Hey.
videos about the shit that he sees in there all the time. Because he'll, like, see shit through the windows. Or,
I
like...
never saw those.
Yeah.
I always see, like, I remember they went grocery shopping once, and she would be like, "Oh, well, you could reach that. I
Yeah,
can't."
you get the top shelf, baby.
Yeah, like-
Well, anyway, so this is a fucking crazy story. And to make it crazier, all of this happened in late 1800s, early 1900s. So...
Dang.
Some of it is still rumored, which means a lot of it is conspiracy, which is why I thought it'd be fun. So, Herman Webster Mudditt, better known as Dr. Henry Howard, aka Holmes or H.H. Holmes. We're gonna call him Holmes for the sake of this episode, because bitches don't need 15 names. So he was born May 16th, 1861. He was best known as just being a con artist more than a serial killer, which is actually crazy, because nowadays I feel like he's known as a serial killer.
Yeah.
Makes sense with all the different names he had.
Oh, exactly. Oh, we have so much to talk about this man. This is a piece of fucking shit.
Shit.
Shit. So he was...
Please put that in the next intro.
So he was active from 1891 to 1894. So he had like kind of a short reign.
I'm sorry. My brain did not comprehend a word you just
It's
said.
fine. Don't worry about it. Do you want a visual of what he looks like?
Yeah.
You know Meet the Robinsons?
Yeah.
Bowler hat guy.
The villain?
Girl.
I like his mustache.
Okay, everybody in the story has a fantastic mustache.
No, I
Work.
love that.
As they should.
I just thought you'd enjoy that little visual. I always like when I know what they look like, so then I can like visualize what the fuck I'm listening to.
Call him the Hat Man.
No, he's not cool enough to be the Hat Man. But growing up, he was a really smart kid, apparently. Now, he did grow up with 3 other brothers, and apparently their father was like a piece of shit. Alcoholic, abusive, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Sounds about right for the 1800s.
Right?
Sounds about right for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately. But he was super, super smart. At only 16, he had graduated high school and had already done prep classes for college. So because he excelled so much, he was the target of bullying. Now, normally, I don't give a fuck about serial killers and their upbringings and why they are the way they are. You're just a fucking piece of shit. But the reason that I'm bringing this up is because there was one very influential part of the bullying. Apparently, a group of bullies, like, put him in front of a human skeleton. I don't know where the fuck they got it. I want to assume because he was talking about school, maybe it was one of those, like, science class skeletons.
Yeah.
And because it was the 1800s, they just, like, used real ones. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But they, like, held him right in front of it and forced the skeleton's hands to, like, hold this kid's face. Terrifying encounter. Absolutely. So because he was so afraid of it and he kept reliving it, it kind of gave him this curiosity about death and, like, made him obsessed with it, which led him to then mutilating animals.
So it always starts out.
Right? But that one instance really got him to be like, okay, this is terrifying, but, like,
I'm intrigued.
yeah. In 1879, he enrolled in college for 1 year and then transferred to a different school to study medicine and surgery. But he did a real 360. No, it would be 180.
Turn back around.
He went,
Don't let us a circle.
He did a real 180 after high school, though, and was actually really mediocre in college. He apparently barely passed his medical courses, but he did end up graduating in 1884. So he worked in an anatomy lab under Professor William James Herdman.
What is up with all the H's?
yeah.
I don't know. We didn't have a lot of Smiths then, okay?
Herman Holmes.
Johnson's.
So William was like the chief instructor, and apparently the two had decided that they could be partners in crime. So they decide that they want to start body snatching corpses to do autopsies on them and, like, dissect them.
The Midnight
basically.
Barber.
No, actually. They're getting cadavers, which, if you don't know, cadaver is if you actually donate your body to medicine. These people didn't. These were full buried people that they were digging up to cut open and just, like, learn about the body.
Imagine going to visit your, like, father's grave or your grandpa's grave, just fully dug out.
Well, they were covering their tracks, keep in mind.
Yeah, but, I mean, there would be evidence.
There would be, but you have to remember, this is 1800s, so there was probably evidence. They don't know how to look into it.
Yeah.
And they're picking people who were buried within the last week or so, so the ground hasn't settled yet. It wouldn't be quite
It'd be easier to
obvious.
cover up.
Yeah, it wouldn't be obvious that you had dug somebody up and put the dirt back. Nobody's gonna fucking know. He apparently also apprenticed under somebody who was also an advocate for human dissection. So, like, he just had a weird fascination with the internal workings of living things.
Oh.
That makes sense why he would want to become a doctor, though.
Yeah.
You think he opens his top hat and pulls a name out and then just starts using it?
So, August 1886, Holmes moved to Chicago, and he starts going by H.H. Holmes. He finds a really small corner store and gets a job there, and he's like a really good worker, and he eventually buys the store from the owner, Elizabeth. Now, there's a lot of rumors that he killed Elizabeth, but it seems as time has gone on, he did not.
Oh.
And that's kind of the thing with him, is there's a lot of rumors.
But she was definitely killed, right?
She's not alive. That's just it. In the 1900s, good luck figuring that out. Which is why we have 8 confirmed killings from him. So we know he's a serial killer. 9, if you count, like, probable cause.
Yeah.
He admitted to 27. And we're gonna go through every single one of them.
See, my thing is, if you're only being caught with 9, why the fuck you gonna say, oh, 27?
Because he wanted the school credit.
I haven't gotten to say it in a long time. We'll get there. I'm going to edit you as a dinosaur and you as the lead singer. The lead singer's riding Danny, the dinosaur. So Holmes then buys the empty lot that's directly across the street from the drugstore, and he starts construction in 1887. He wants a 2-story building that's for mixed use, but with another drugstore corner store.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. Holmes didn't pay the companies who built the fucking building.
Oh, yeah.
They ended up taking him to court over it in 1888, and again in 1892 when he wanted to add a 3rd floor. But he had difficulty adding the 3rd floor because they were like, bitch, you didn't pay us the first time! So he's telling investors, in order to get the 3rd floor, he's like, I'm not gonna have these, like, mixed apartments or mixed use anymore. It's gonna be a hotel for the travelers who come in. And that sounds really intriguing for investors because there's the corner store on the bottom, too. So they're like, okay, 3rd floor, here's some money for that. And keep in mind, he isn't building this building to technically, like, look pretty, I guess, because he is skirting around things, so things are built a little janky. Just remember that. Okay, he has the landlord special before it was invented.
Oh!
So the reason that he wanted this hotel, that everyone believes he has never admitted, was to kill people inside of it and then sell their skeletons to local medical schools.
Ah.
Honestly, if it wasn't so fucked up, that'd be a pretty good gig.
So he
Yeah.
specifically would pick tourists that were staying there instead of locals. So if they went missing, it's the 1800s. You got eaten by a cow. I don't know. Like, anything could have fucking happened to you at that time.
We're not in Kansas
Sorry, I
anymore.
gotta so the news officially titled his murders the Murder Castle, claiming that the structure contained secret torture chambers, trapdoors, gas chambers in a basement crematorium.
Holy shit.
But it's heavily debated about if it was true or not. It's heavily debated of if that was actually happening or if he was just a murderer and people saw this big building and news just blew it out of proportion. Mm-hmm. But before, I think it was 1909 was when the last person who physically was in the building died. So we had no first-hand accounts.
Did they knock the building down after that?
Dang.
We'll get there.
So yes. Yes is the answer.
She said,
We saw a video last night, Danny, and it was this little kid.
wait, no. I have to find it because I almost pissed myself.
And it's a little kid crying, but he sounds like a ghost.
Oh, you want the comments? Tantrum of the opera? Him squatting to get the note out is literally technique. We lost it last night listening to that shit.
I can't even reach that range as a fucking adult.
How did you? I can't do that, and I've done voice lessons. That's crazy. The squat is what gives me. He knew what he was doing. Okay, that's how you get a
definition of a drama queen.
you got that feeling out, brother. I'll see you in 5 years on American Idol. Okay.
In 5 years on American Idol, he would be like 8.
And he'd be slaying it.
Oh my God.
I'll see you in 20 on Broadway.
No, it's the Ellen Stardust Diner next
Oh
door.
my god! So other accounts from people staying in the hotel claimed that the hotel was made up of over 100 rooms, and it was laid out like a maze with doors opening to brick walls, windowless rooms, dead-end staircases, a lot like the Winchester House.
Fuck.
This place was made not like
Keep
What?
thinking about the kid.
I'm thinking, it's like, you know when you put Legos together that you get so fucking fed up and you're like, fuck it, it's going here.
go through there. That's a door now.
No one's gonna go in there.
That's me. Whenever I finish a Lego set and I have like 100 pieces left over, and I'm like, looks good. I don't know what you were supposed to go to.
Yeah.
I'm like building a house on The Sims and I'm like, no one's gonna have to go in there.
Yeah.
It's like when you take the door out of the basement and there's someone down there and you're like, oh.
You live there now.
But they think that it was made this way because when you look up pictures, I say pictures, they're like drawings and schematics that people have made. So keep in mind, they're not from first-hand accounts. We don't know if it actually looked like this. But there's like one room that has this like metal chute slide down to the basement that's supposed to be a crematorium.
Is
Like,
this a big time rush house?
no, actually, like fucking staircases leading to nowhere because apparently there's a trapdoor at the top of the staircase. You know, like crazy shit. So these rumors start, and everyone's fucking believing them, because why not? What else is going on? So even though the building was big, it wasn't very impressive, because a lot of it wasn't finished. Me too, bitch! Me and my ass, big, not impressive. That's next week's episode. That's the new title of our podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Big, not impressive.
Big, not impressive.
So there was confirmed secret rooms in the building, but they weren't filled with people. They were filled with furniture that he had bought on credit and didn't want to pay for, so he hid the furniture.
Okay, that's kind of smart.
As you do.
So, a lot of these rumors also came out because in Holmes' confession, he said that his, quote, way of killing people was to suffocate his victims using chloroform, gas fumes, or trapping them in an airless vault. And that vault is the main thing that people talk about. I'm not sure where it was in the hotel, but that did exist. Because there is confirmation of several people dying in that vault.
How
You
did
said
he
that?
how did he take the air out? What?
He got a really big bendy straw.
He sucked it all out!
How do you take the air out of a vault?
Sweetheart,
Oh,
they
you
ran
just leave
out
them
of
in
it.
there. Oh, I see.
Welcome to Breakfast with Dindos!
I was like, no, how do you take the air out? No, he just left them in there
He
and
vacuum sealed it. He put a vacuum tube in there.
they
and
ran
turned it
out
on.
of oxygen. That's literally Exactly! That's what my brain was like, one of those compression chambers.
You remember the, like, what were those fucking infomercials called? Where you, like, vacuum sealed your...
The bags?
Yeah, the bags.
Yes!
What were those?
What were they?
I know what you're talking
That's gonna
about.
piss me off.
My roommate literally has
Fucking
one.
vacuum sack things.
Air sack?
I don't fucking know. Hold on, I'm Googling that.
Side Goog.
They're called space bags? There's Pack and Stack, Vac Pack Go, and Hefty Shrink Pack.
Crazy.
What's the one from, like, the early 2000s, though?
What's the infomercial ad?
Yeah, in the early 2000s, they were called space bags.
Dang.
Yeah, 7 bags for $19.95. Oh my god, I found the original commercial. Wait.
Call 1-800.
Space bag storage packs. You have to say it all as one.
I remember vividly, I went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and they had an entire, like,
Wall.
20 by 20 wall.
Mm-hmm. Warning, Elise sneezing.
No, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, did that hurt your ear?
That broke the sound barrier.
That hurt me.
I wonder how loud that will be on
That
the
is
mic.
beyond peak.
Please pause it. I need to hear it.
Girl, we know you had to sneeze. Fucking China knew you had to sneeze, okay? Everybody heard that. They're sounding the alarm the next 6 miles. They think an atomic bomb is coming, okay? You vibrated the earth.
You're gonna have to put in an audio warning.
So, like you were asking earlier, no, the hotel does not exist anymore because it was destroyed by a mysterious fire set by 2 arsonists
Oh no.
like 2 weeks after Holmes was arrested.
Just show his friends.
Yeah.
All I know is that there is an account of 2 people going into that building, and 30 minutes later they were seen running out as bombs like exploded in the building.
Damn.
Like, they blew that shit up. And so, they ended up actually tearing down the rest of the building and then remodeling, and to this day, it is still a working post office.
Oh shit.
Dang.
Yep. For the last, like, 126 years, it's been a post office.
Damn.
So what's crazier? Holmes did all these con schemes to seem like a rich person and have all these rich people things, but he wasn't rich. So he also owned a factory. It was a small 1-story factory that he claimed was for glass bending, but there's no evidence that that furnace was ever used for glass. It is believed that he used it to burn either people or evidence.
Oh.
Probably both.
Yeah.
So like I said, he confessed to 27 different murders. So we're going to talk about each of them and if they were proven or not. And then we'll let you make your own
Hey,
decisions.
he confessed to them, so he did it.
Well, but some of them he confessed to, but like, there's no fucking way. Which is why it's weirder that he confessed to them.
Oh, he just wants it. He wants the attention.
So that's why we're gonna fucking talk about them. Also, these people died anyway. We gotta say their names.
Yeah.
You know. So the first victim is Dr. Robert Leacock. Shut the fuck up, man. So he was allegedly murdered by Holmes in 1886 for insurance money. Definitely up Holmes's alley. However, Robert actually died of natural causes in October of 1989, 4 years after he claimed to have killed him.
Oh.
So we know that that's disproven. And this is just one of many that they have somehow disproven in one way or another, which is like, why did you try to admit that? Like, why did you want more?
But also, like, what's your connection with that? Like,
Yeah.
I know that this guy's a doctor, but I'm assuming most of them probably aren't.
Yeah.
He just wanted to seem like the big bad.
Probably. Some of these don't have last names, unfortunately. I tried to find them. Couldn't. Here we are. So, Rogers, a man from West Virginia, was allegedly killed by Holmes in 1888. However, he was later found alive.
Oh, shit.
So, obviously, that one's disproven. Lizzie was a domestic worker at the Castle Restaurant, aka the restaurant inside of his hotel, and was allegedly smothered in the vault because Holmes believed that his janitor was too interested in her. This is confirmed.
Dang.
Another Rogers, this is a different one. He was a banker from northern Wisconsin. He was allegedly murdered by Holmes in 1891 with help from an unnamed accomplice. But no evidence supports this claim, and there was no disappearances of a banker in town. Bankers at the time were very wealthy people, so like it would have been really obvious if a wealthy person had come into town. So we don't know for a fact, but like probably not.
Maybe he just really liked the name Rogers and just kept bringing it up.
I think those are the only possibly two, but who knows. I think Rogers and Roberts were also just really common names back then.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were the Johns of the world. So Julia Connor and her unborn child and Earl Connor were all murdered by Holmes on Christmas of 1891. These murders are confirmed.
Dang.
You said they were murdered in their home?
No, Holmes murdered them. That's a fair assumption, though.
How did he murder them? Does he say?
So, I don't have anything that tells me how. I just know that their remains were found in the hotel. It is unconfirmed if they were killed in the hotel, but some of their remains were found in the basement.
Dang, I would assume they were murdered in the hotel.
Yeah, because otherwise it'd be pretty hard to get them in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I've kind of learned through taking notes about this is if you were murdered in the hotel, you were probably found in the hotel. If you were murdered elsewhere, you were found at the glass factory or like one of his houses.
Oh.
So like he wasn't bringing people into the hotel when they were already deceased.
Yeah. Not that you will know this, but was the glass factory like on site with the hotel, or was that separate?
It was separate. They
It
weren't
was separate?
attached.
Okay.
Yeah, this was. I'm not sure where it was, but they weren't attached by any means. This
Okay.
was like an entirely separate building.
I'm just thinking of like the moving of people. Like if he didn't do it at the hotel and he would have to move them to
Yeah.
the glass factory, that's hard.
Well, here's the thing. Not everyone was killed inside the hotel, which is when we'll get to in these things. Basically, he had 3 main playing fields. He was in Canada. He was in Chicago. Like, he had all these different areas that were kind of, I don't want to say like his play field, but you know, where he did his dirty work.
Yeah.
And basically, he owned vacation homes there. So he had all these spots, he had somewhere to put them, basically. Virginia Ann Betts died suddenly in her home 1 block away from the Holmes castle on February 8th of 1892. Holmes claimed to have poisoned her because of some kind of debt that they had between each other, but it was never confirmed whether or not he did because they weren't able to trace poisons back then. So, maybe not. Emmeline Sigrand from Dwight, Illinois, was murdered by Holmes in 1892. She is also confirmed. Sarah Cook and her unborn child, which, once again, I don't know why, this guy has an aversion to fucking kids. Pregnant women and kids, he does not give a fuck about.
Dang.
Like, at all. So, both her and her unborn child, along
Maybe he's
with...
a gay man.
No, he does have kids, which we'll get to.
Oh no.
So, along with Sarah and her unborn child, her niece, Miss Mary, and I'm not saying her last name. I love you, sweetheart, but it's Haverkamp, and I'm probably saying that wrong. They have it Haverkamp/Haverkamp because no one even knew. You know, poor girl.
Poor woman.
But she was from Hamilton, Ontario, where allegedly smothered in the vault. But there was no one with that last name ever known in Hamilton, Ontario, so it's hard to know if that was true or not.
Yeah, she might have been married.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
That might be why it's Haverkamp or Haverkamp, because
It could also be languages. If she was from Canada, she might have spoken French.
that is true.
Yeah.
Rosine von Gesend, referred to in other newspapers as Anna von Tussaud, was murdered by Holmes, and this victim was actually Emily von Tassel. They didn't really explain this very well. The only thing I can think of is she was probably a Jane Doe, and it took them a while to actually confirm who she was. So I think that they worded it this way so that if you look in newspaper articles, it made sense that this was the same person.
Yeah.
Because the newspaper articles had different names than who she actually was, but they did confirm that he did murder her. We have another Robert Latimer. He was the janitor that was obsessed with the woman.
Oh.
So he was the janitor at the castle. He is one of the people who was actually inside of the castle and wanted to talk about it, but died before he ever got the chance to.
Damn.
Because he actually knew about Holmes' insurance scams. He was allegedly starved and killed by Holmes.
Wild.
But here's the issue. According to the Chicago Daily, they reported that authorities had encountered somebody by the same name who worked as a flagman at a nearby railroad crossing. So they weren't sure which one it was.
Damn.
Because he was still alive. So, claimed but unconfirmed. Eva Gertrude from Iowa died in July 18th of 1892. She was the sister-in-law of Julia Connor. She worked for Holmes for only 3 weeks before leaving to go back home, where she died 7 weeks later of heart issues. So murder unlikely due to the timing, but everyone's like, she worked for Holmes, it had to have been him.
Oh.
It was the curse.
She probably died from fucking stress and a heart attack.
Dude, for real.
She's like, oh my god, I'm next.
No, for real. Especially, your sister already died. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if you're working inside that building and you leave after 3 weeks, what did you see?
Yeah, for real.
That's concerning.
Let's get on the podcast.
It would be her ghost, but okay.
We'll
Bitch,
resurrect her.
bitch.
Nah, fuck that shit. So Katie Durkee was originally killed by Holmes in 1892, claimed to be at least, because she was later found alive. Good for you. Glad you didn't die to him. L. Warner, owner of a glass factory, the ones that was bought by Holmes, was allegedly burned alive by him in the basement.
Dang.
However, he turned up alive as well.
Oh.
Minnie and Nanny Williams. Now, they don't say this until way later, but what I discovered is that Minnie was his mistress. Very important information here.
Oh.
Okay? So, they were both murdered by Holmes in 1893. In his confession, he claimed that he killed her by poisoning and burying her in a separate town in Illinois. So this wasn't even in Chicago.
Shit.
But when the castle was being investigated, burned clothing believed to belong to Millie was found. Minnie, sorry.
Millie Bobby Brown.
But, so he's claiming, he's like, yeah, I killed her, but not here. But then her clothing was found in the hotel.
So he killed her there and then moved her somewhere else.
Maybe. John Davis from Pennsylvania went missing in 1893 at the World's Fair and vanished. He was declared legally dead in 1920 because his remains weren't found. But they were actually found 1 year prior, but they were John Doe, so they didn't realize it was him.
Oh, shit.
But that's the issue. They never confirmed if those remains were his or if they were Minnie's sister. And it is still unconfirmed who it was.
But you can look at a skeleton and identify whether it's a man or a woman.
But this
Now
is the
you can.
1800s.
Yeah, this is 1800s.
Yeah.
Now we can because we know what we're looking for. Which, I mean, all of this leads up to why, not that he was doing it correctly, but why Holmes was doing what he was doing. So that you could look at skeletons and look at internal bodies. But give the people their choices, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So an unnamed victim who was a tenant living in the hotel was allegedly killed during the Chicago explosion. I don't have time to go about Chicago explosion. If you need to look it up, go right ahead. What you need to know, there was an explosion in Chicago, and it was huge. So because he was killed by that, Holmes tried to provide additional details of like how to find his name, some kind of identifiers, but they never really found anything on the body or anything like that.
He might have been using a fake name, too. If
That
nobody
is
knew
true.
him, he probably could have been running.
That's true. They also believe, though, that it could have been a man called Harry Walker from Indiana. He went missing in November of 1893, and he allegedly insured his life to Holmes for $20,000 and wrote to friends that he was working for Holmes in Chicago.
Oh.
But that's not confirmed. And this is a very common thing for Holmes to do. He would take out or get someone to take out a life insurance policy and then kill them and collect it by writing himself into the will.
Dang.
So that is the other reason that he's doing this, is because he's frauding medical companies and medical insurances.
That's kind of similar to the last case that I had covered, where one of them, like, made them sign this outrageous life insurance policy, and then he murdered her.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Like, we're getting real similar. Baldwin Williams, brother of Minnie, was allegedly murdered by Holmes in 1894, but that is also unconfirmed.
Dang.
Charles Cole vanished in 1894. He was never seen again. Murder confirmed. I also love that everything calls it the castle instead of a hotel.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Like, what did this place look like?
Not a fucking castle, I'll
Not a
tell you that
castle?
much. This is what this building looked like.
Okay, I see it.
I see it only because there's, like,
Ooh, what's the diagram?
rounded edges. But there's only rounded edges in the front. The back is, like, mostly flat.
That's just the second floor.
So this diagram only exists of the second floor because you have to remember the second floor is where all of the guests were staying. So we have the most eyewitness accounts of the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
All the other floors were staff. So all the people who wanted to talk about them died.
Including the third floor that he wanted to build on? Or did they ever actually end up doing that?
He did build on the third floor. He built on the third floor before it became a hotel. So when he first built it, it was apartments on the second floor. Mm-hmm. And then it became a hotel, which is why the second floor is more well documented, because it was apartments, so there was people living there long term.
Yeah.
So an unnamed wealthy woman was allegedly killed in late 1893. The woman was a tenant of the Holmes castle and was supposedly killed by Holmes and an accomplice, so Holmes could gain control over the married accomplice. So, like, he's working with her husband to get her life insurance. So, like, they were going to split it.
Oh.
Okay? But this claim is not entirely proven.
Not entirely.
Well, because he just says an unnamed wealthy woman. Very easily could have been Minnie.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not sure, because the accomplice could have been somebody named Benjamin Pitzel. So, now that I've brought up the name Benjamin Pitzel, we have to talk about him more. So, while working in a chemical bank building, which I had to look up what that was, apparently that was just the name of a very common bank, Chase Bank, before they changed their name.
They probably changed their name because of that.
Maybe, but they both worked for, technically, Chase Bank, and Holmes met and became friends with 38-year-old Benjamin. So Benjamin was a carpenter who already had a criminal past, just like Holmes. So they kind of just became, like, criminal buddies really quick.
Work.
Like, a district attorney later described Benjamin as, quotes, Holmes' tool, ... his creature.
Ew.
So
Talking about him like he's Frankenstein's monster.
No, for real. So, with the insurance company's pressure to prosecute him, Holmes left Chicago in July of 1894. So he's just, like, running away from his crimes. He reappeared in Fort Worth, and he inherited Minnie's property.
She was the wealthy woman.
So this piece of land, he once again tried to build a building without paying. It didn't work well that time. So by July 1894, Holmes was finally arrested, but not for murder. It was for the fraud. So he is briefly jailed for the first time. And while the charges were settling, he got bailed out pretty quick, but he still managed to strike up a good conversation with his cellmate. A man named, this is a fuck name, Marin Hedgepeth. He was serving a 25-year sentence. And Holmes said that he had a plan to swindle insurance companies out of $10,000 by taking out a policy on himself and then faking his own death.
Oh,
Because
how would he get the money?
it would also erase all of these crimes because he would be dead and under a new name. So Holmes promised Marin a $500 commission in exchange for the name of a dirty lawyer who could be trusted.
I'm sorry. He was trying to get $10,000 and then he offered $500 of it.
Just for a name. You have to remember, this guy is serving 25. Like, he's not getting out for a long time.
Yeah.
And you also have to remember, this is different times. So this is the equivalent of saying, hey, I'm trying to get a $500,000 settlement, and I'll give you 10 grand if you just give me a name. Yeah. Holmes was directed to a young attorney named Jephthah Howie. And
Another H.
Howie Mandel.
And Jephthah thought that Holmes's scheme was brilliant and agreed to participate. So Holmes's plan to fake his own death failed when the insurance company became suspicious and started to refuse to pay. So they said, we're not giving you a fucking claim on your life. I know what you're doing. So Holmes was like, okay, fine. And instead, he makes the same plan, but with Benjamin. So he tells Benjamin, we're going to get a cadaver, replace your body. It's going to be some, like, crazy explosion where your face is going to be so messed up that it could be a cadaver and it won't care. You know, it won't matter.
Yeah. Because they can't do, like, solid DNA testing back then.
So Benjamin agrees to fake his own death so that his wife could collect the $10,000 life insurance, which he would then split with Holmes and Howie, the lawyer. So Benjamin was going to set himself up with the name B.F. Perry and then be killed and disfigured in a lab explosion. So instead of this, Holmes did kill Benjamin.
Oh.
On September 4th of 1894, by knocking him unconscious with chloroform and setting his body on fire with benzene. In his confession, Holmes implied that Benjamin was actually still alive after he used the chloroform and set him on fire while he was alive.
What the
But
heck?
the forensic evidence presented at the trial showed that he was chloroformed after death. So it's unconfirmed what the fuck went down.
It's crazy that people can just, like, figure that shit out. Oh my god.
They believe the reason why they did this is that if all of this went south, which it did, that he was going to try and claim it was a chloroform suicide, and he thought about that, like, afterwards.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, you can chloroform yourself.
Yeah, but enough to kill you?
I mean, yeah, if you strap that shit to your face, you're done. There's a reason it knocks you out so quickly. There's a reason when people use it to knock you out, they don't do it very long.
Yeah.
If you just kept it there and you kept breathing it in, you're deprived of oxygen at that point. You have fumes and nothing else.
That's fair.
Dang.
So Holmes did in fact collect the insurance payout because he actually had Benjamin's corpse. So Holmes then manipulated Benjamin's unsuspecting wife, Carrie, who also allowed 3 out of 5 of her children to be placed in Holmes's custody. These 3 children were 13-year-old Alice, 9-year-old Nellie, and 7-year-old Howard.
Another 8!
Holmes and the 3 children then traveled through northern eastern United States up into Canada, while he was simultaneously escorting Carrie along a parallel route while using different aliases and lying to Carrie about her husband's death, claiming that Benjamin was just hiding in London. So she didn't even know he was gone.
Because she was in on it, right? Like, she knew about
She had
this?
no idea.
She had no idea.
She had no idea. No one had
So
told
why would
her
she
anything.
lie? Or
She's
maybe
not
that's what
lying.
Benjamin told her.
She's not lying. She doesn't know about the plan yet. The plan was to tell her. The plan was he gets killed, she gets the money, and then afterwards he'd be like, babe, it's okay. You know, like, they're not telling her so that all the reactions are good, and then once the money is confirmed and no one is going to come looking, he would have been like, hey, I'm alive. We gotta go.
Benjamin probably told her that he was going to London. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
I'm behind you.
So yeah, he's saying like, oh, I've just gone, and now my friend Holmes is going to take you and the rest of the family and safely get you to a safe spot where we can meet.
Okay.
So there was actually a point in Detroit because, like, he's not only lying to her about where she's going, the whereabouts of everybody, he's lying to her about his whereabouts and the 3 children's whereabouts. There was literally a point where they were walking in Detroit maybe 2 blocks from each other and she had no idea. Like, she thought he was on the other side of the world.
Oh my gosh.
How do you hide that? That's crazy.
I mean, think about it. No phones, no internet. There's nothing to tell you that person's right there.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you been downtown, you look over at a bar, and there's just someone you know? It just happens.
Yeah.
And you have
Yeah.
no idea. Or, you know, you go out somewhere, and then 4 hours later, you see a Snapchat story of someone you knew in the same building, and you never even saw them.
Yeah.
So while Holmes is doing this, keep in mind, Holmes has a wife who's sitting at home and has no idea any of this is happening.
Oh, girl.
So Holmes later confessed to murdering Nellie and Alice. He forced both of the young children into a large trunk, locked them inside, drilled a small hole in the lid, and then stuck the end of a hose into the hole and gassed the girls. He then buried their nude bodies in the cellar of his rental house in Toronto.
Wait, will I assume?
Was he killed with them? Or
No.
was he separated?
He was killed separate. I'm trying to see where I have it. So he didn't kill Howard immediately. It seemed like he wanted to get
Make a
rid of...
mini-me?
Yeah, he wanted to get rid of the girls. He wanted the boy. So at this point, though, the police are now investigating the fact that 3 children are missing. Like, I guess Carrie finally came to her senses and was like, fuck this shit. Where are my kids?
Yeah.
Where's my husband?
So the detective starts to trace Holmes' steps, and in June of 1894, he found the decomposing bodies in that cellar. Like, he found the girls.
Dang.
But remember, he didn't just, like, find them laying there. They were, quote, dug in a hole over 3 feet deep before they even found a bone. Like, he committed to this.
Dang.
So the detective also discovered unsent letters that the girls had written that Holmes didn't send.
Oh.
Like, they were trying to talk to their parents, and he just never sent them. Yeah.
Oh.
So, because they found the 2 bodies in Toronto, this led to them investigating the Chicago property, which is how they found the murder house, or murder hotel. And on October 10th is when he also killed Howard. Because I think at this point he knew he was being trailed, and his brain was like, oh, I can't have a kid. You know, like, I have to differentiate myself or whatever.
Cut all ties.
Yeah, so he visited just a local pharmacy and bought some kind of drug. And just gave it all to him. Trigger warning for all of this. I should have said that at the beginning. But after killing this young boy, he chopped his body into tiny pieces and burned it inside his home chimney in Indianapolis.
I cannot imagine that smell. How did none of the neighbors catch on to any of this?
You have to remember, this isn't suburbs. this is like my house where your neighbors are so
nothing.
far away. You're not. You can't even see them, let alone smell something. But they did confirm that this happened because his teeth and bones were found in the chimney. So he was eventually, finally, arrested in Boston on November 17th of 1894. Keep in mind, that is over an entire month after killing Howard. So
And
he
who
was...
knows in between?
Exactly.
What
He
the
was on
heck?
the run for a while. But he was tracked by a private eye. Like, that's how determined they were to find this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So while investigating the murder castle, like, they're investigating the murder castle while looking for him, so all of this is kind of unraveling at once.
Dang.
But there's a lot of claims happening, because now the guests inside of the building are being like, okay, this is fucking weird. But they don't find a ton of evidence. They find enough, but not as much as you would think that they would, considering the stories that he's told. So what was found was a piece of human bone, possibly from Julia Connor. There were remains of a child, which were possibly Pearl Connor, and a burned golden watch chain, a burned button-down dress. They were apparently both belonging to Minnie. There was a tuft of human female hair found in the chimney, and otherwise nothing else was found.
Really?
The chimney of the hotel?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But you have to remember, 1800s. We probably would have found a lot more nowadays.
Yeah.
So he is officially tried for the murder of Benjamin. Like, that's what they get him on, is the murder of Benjamin. So he has to be taken to Philadelphia for that trial. And that's in October of 1995. So they got him in November. They let him sit his ass in fucking jail for a
Good.
whole 11 months.
Good.
Dude, I feel so bad for the wife.
I know.
Because
poor
she
girl.
lost her husband,
And
her
3 kids.
children.
Imagine the other 2 kids that she had, and just, like, having to deal with all of that. Having to explain to them, not in, like, a malicious way of, like, you were lucky that he didn't take you, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's really nothing else to say other than
Yeah.
you fucking lucked out.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I'm curious, I didn't find much about her, so I'm not sure if those kids were older and that's why he didn't take them, or if they were so little and that's why he didn't take them.
well, I imagine
Yeah.
it wouldn't be older because he's killing full-on adults. Like,
That's true. But that's kind of what I wonder, because he is killing adults. I wonder if he was afraid to take somebody, like an older teen who might realize something's going on
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
might stand up and take him on. Because something that I definitely noticed about him is he never really has an account of, like, a one-on-one fight. It's always him chloroforming or, like, coming up behind. Like, it's never I'm gonna brute through this, you know?
yeah.
So he was immediately found guilty and sentenced to death.
As he should!
Dead. Did he get to use that death, or did he escape miraculously?
He
like
did not
a-
escape.
Work.
Following the convictions, Holmes confessed to all 27 murders. Once again, we've gone through them. You decide which ones you believe. This was across Chicago, Indianapolis, and Toronto, and not including 6 other attempted murders that came forward.
Dang.
The people that were going to be murdered by him came forward, is what you mean?
I guess so. They just say 6 attempted. So, actually, I don't know if they came forward or if he is saying he attempted and then didn't.
Okay.
That's never been confirmed. They just say 6 attempted murders.
Yeah.
So Holmes, who was paid $7,500 by a newspaper in exchange for his confession.
Oh.
And that is why we have 27 victims. Because he was
Damn.
paid for it. But keep in mind, he was paid for his confession regardless of how many he told.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
unless I'm trying to get, like, trophy status, I would never.
And here's the thing, too.
He
This
just
isn't...
wanted to sound more impressive than he was.
Yeah, and this isn't like an in-person fucking interview like 2020 on Oxygen, you know?
Yeah.
This is him writing down his confession in prison to send to the newspaper. This is when, in this letter also, he's definitely just fucking insane, because Holmes mentions how drastically his facial appearance has changed since his imprisonment. The fuck do you mean?
Dog, what?
So on May 7th of 1896, Holmes was hung for the murder of Benjamin. Did he remain calm and, like, showed no fear of anxiety up until that point? Yes. But, and if this is traumatic for you, don't listen to it. If you find things traumatic, don't listen to this podcast. His neck didn't snap when he was hung, and so he slowly suffocated for 15 minutes while twitching.
You know what? I'm
It was
okay with
karma.
that.
Do you want to know what's fucking insane?
What?
Despite everything he did and everything he said, he asked for his coffin to be buried 10 feet under and encased in concrete so that nobody could make him a cadaver without his consent.
You don't get special privileges.
First of all, you don't. So you're telling me you're upset that you wouldn't have that choice when you've done it to all these people all these fucking years?
Yep.
Literally.
Like, what the fuck do you mean?
I don't think he should have been buried. I think he should have been cremated and put in something.
So upon his execution,
Just sprinkle him with some sand.
pocket sand.
It's just ashes.
Upon his execution, Holmes's body was put in an unmarked grave in Philadelphia. He was buried in concrete. So the first few employees that left the murder castle all died before 1909, leaving nobody with first-hand accounts of what actually happened there. Shut the fuck up.
Firsthand.
I fixed it! In 2017, there was allegations of Holmes escaping during his execution. To the
In
point...
2017?
To the point they brought up his body to exhume.
Oh my god.
Because his body was encased in concrete, they found that he did not decompose normally.
I was just wondering about that. I
His
was like, there's no oxygen or anything to get in.
His clothing was perfectly preserved, and his mustache was intact.
Crazy.
I was hoping that someone got tweezers and plucked out every single one of his fucking mustache hairs. His pubes gone. Tweezers.
One by one.
One by one. I hope you feel pain.
Mm-hmm. And we did actually confirm, yes, that really was him. He really did die. He really did encase himself in concrete. He really did have that fuck-ass mustache.
Yep.
And he was reburied after that.
Nah.
So...
Not in concrete.
Jackhammer to the skull.
So we have just, like, a little bit more that I found out afterwards that pissed me the fuck off. So, like I said, he did have a wife, and he actually had a son. His son's name was Robert.
Again?
And he
was just obsessed with Robert.
You want to know what's fucking crazy? He ended up going on to serve as city manager of Orlando, Florida before his death in 1956.
What the heck?
This man knew Mickey Mouse. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's Walt Disney. He's still
No,
encased.
like H.H. Holmes's son knew Walt Disney. Think about that.
That's insane.
Right?
Oh my god.
Do you think he got the idea to preserve himself like that because of the concrete? That's why he froze his head.
Boom.
Rain blast.
So his wife, Clara, was unfortunately heavily abused by him. It is claimed that she had a son. I don't know if it was his son or, like, from a different marriage. What the fuck happened? But apparently he was working at a drugstore in the city where he lived with her. And he sold some poison pills to a little boy and killed him. And that's when he up and moved, made the murder castle, and changed his name. And that's why he went to work at another drugstore.
That's
To
what
cover
that was his
up
start.
to cover up that crime.
That's the start, and he also did that to another little boy.
Mm-hmm.
He targeting kids.
When he up and left, he finds another woman. Remember, he just up and left Clara. He didn't say shit. He just left. Finds another woman named Murda, tries to marry her, but is still legally married to Clara. So he tries to sue Clara and go to a judge claiming that Clara was the one having an affair. And that he needed to have, like, an annulment, you know, like, you need to fix this, basically. And the judge was like, fuck you. You're the one over here trying to get it annulled when you're standing here with another fucking woman.
Yeah.
And because of paper trails, what we've discovered is that more than likely, Clara never even got served. Like, it never even got to the point where she realized he wanted it.
I'm surprised that he's over here evading all these laws, and he can't figure out how to fucking get married to a different bitch.
So the court quickly dismissed these. And I now found out Holmes also had a daughter with the second wife. Her name is Lucy, and she became a public school teacher.
I was gonna say it's gonna be Roberta.
So, Murda and Lucy are in Illinois, and now he has to go to Chicago on business trips, where he meets Minnie, the mistress!
Oh my gosh, so he cheated on his wife, didn't divorce his wife, living with another girl,
And has a mistress.
and has a mistress.
Oh, keep in mind, they still let him marry Murda. So he is married to both of them. Do you want to know what's even fucking crazier?
He's double married.
He's
the
triple
mistress.
married because then he marries Georgina while still being married to Clara and Myrtle.
So, he's triple married with a mistress?
The mistress he killed. Keep in mind. So by the end of his life, would you like to know what all he was charged with?
Yes.
Insurance fraud, forgery, swindling, 3 or 4 bigamous marriages, horse theft, and murder. He is apparently best known as Beast of Chicago and the Devil in the White City, or the Torture Doctor. And he
Crazy.
is the most notorious crime to ever take place in Chicago.
Mmm.
And that is the Murder Hotel.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah!
Chicago.
Chicago.
I did save a couple screenshots. I don't even know if they're relevant now, but I did screenshot some shit to show you because I knew you'd have questions.
Work.
I don't like that man. I think he killed all of them.
Same.
So this is the most common diagram, I guess, with like the murder chute. It does not make sense.
No.
This layout is so
Yeah, no.
fucking weird.
It doesn't look like it makes sense either.
No.
It's a maze. You have to go through so many doors to get into weird areas. It's like, even on this diagram, it'll say like mysterious closed room, where there's like not a door to it. And it's just an empty space.
When is a door, not a
heck?
door?
Yeah, there's a dark room, there's a secret chamber, 5-door room, like all these crazy different areas. But anyway, that's the story of the Murder Hotel. I just randomly remembered this yesterday and I was like, oh, we have to talk about this. Because I forgot how fucking crazy it was.
Fuck that guy. You ever get exhumed again? I'm there. Tweezers in hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm taking your bones.
We ripping everything off. Your
Anyway.
teeth. I'm pulling those.
Well, let us know what your thoughts are about it. Like I said, there is 27 people in there that may or may not have been murdered by him. Crazy?
Several of which were found alive.
Yeah. Like, let us know what you think, or let us know if I missed anything, because this is such a widely spread case that I'm sure there's stuff that I've missed. So let us know your thoughts, comments, whatevers. We will read them. We will love them. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Check back with us every single Monday-ish.
Ish.
It's my favorite thing. Ish. It's just like, listen, we try. And that's all I can give you right now.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm surprised we've made it this far, guys. I don't know why in my brain I was going to say more and then it just didn't exist.
Oh,
What?
that's fair.
Anyway, check us out on all the things. Love us on all the things. We will love you on all the things. There's a link tree below with all of them there. If you're not sure if we're on something, fucking click it. You'll find out.
I'm gonna need one of us to rap that one day.
It ain't gonna be me.
We'll figure it
Rap
out.
what?
The outro. It's just like the whole like check us out and everything. Just rap it.
Okay, it sounds like you got a big shoe to fill next week.
Yeah.
Listen.
Elise loves to have ideas. She doesn't like to follow through ideas. I love her. Listen, we were trying to make stickers last week, and I love Elise so fucking much. But she'll throw out these amazing ideas, but sometimes I feel like a tattoo artist when someone comes in and they want their whole life story in one tattoo, and I'm like, whoa, this is one piece of art. It's fine.
I got lots of ideas. I can't execute any of them.
It's fine, you got me for it.
I was just girl.
We all just girl. That's why we here. We just bimbos. It's fine.
I know exactly what I am. I am ugly.
Anyway. Okay.
You were gonna say, I am just a girl.
Okay. Anyway, I'm out of here.
I'm Diddy.
I'm Elise.
This has been Breakfast with Bimbos. Where were you? What happened?
I forgot.
What do you mean you forgot? This is almost episode
We've been
50.
doing this for over a year.
Listen, my tummy was growling and I was so focused
And who
on
offered
that.
you food before this?
Listen,
Listen!
I'm not hungry. It's only growling because I'm on my period.
Period.
Hey, wait.
I've been watching Below Deck, and I think next time we work for the Halloween clothing store that we normally all work for, we need to start filming, like, an episode of Below Deck. Because it's fucking crazy.
We have fucking, you go to the bathroom and it's your, like, 2 camera moments.
Yeah, I
Work.
fully think that we need to do that.
That'd be so, we can only do it on Rumpus. Like, it
Yeah,
has to be the
yeah.
craziest fucking day.
I want to vlog
Yes!
Fucking imagine.
Dude, a vlog and it's just me running around, scanning everything.
I know, after working somewhere as busy as that, it's so funny when, like, I'm working a normal retail job and they're like, we're slammed, and I'm like,
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know what slammed is.
They refer to everything as seasons because like they're on charters and then they're like, oh, my charter season's over. So I just imagine us being like interviewed in this room and it's like, season's over, thank God. Ooh.
Damn. Possessions.
You know when Dory does the whale noise?
What?
You're gonna have to put in an audio warning.
Warning, Elise sneezing.
Now, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, where was I? So, while we're looking for
Oh my gosh.
campgrounds to go to, I was like, I don't know where we should go. And she finds one, and apparently she looked up just like LGBTQ.
No, I didn't. I
What'd you
just
look
looked
up?
up campsites.
Oh, okay, but she
And
found
like one of the first ones that popped up was this one, and it was like, oh, it's on a lake, it's gay owned. And I was like, okay, work. So I sent it to Audie, and let's just say.
Listen, so she's hold on. We need a preference. She sends it to me, and I start looking at it, and I'm looking at like the amenities because like it looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the
it's on a lake. They have tents with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it's like those little circles that'll be like, Wi-Fi, showers, bathroom, you know, whatever. And I see one, and I look at it, and I screenshotted it, and I sent it to Elise, and I said, "This says play spaces."
Where is this?
And then I scroll further, and I said, "Elise, this is a nudist LGBT swinger campsite." Wait, why do I gotta? Please find the poster that you showed me.
This
Okay,
might be the best group to be around.
No.
I went on there. I went, oh, okay, it's cute, and I immediately went to like looking at the tents and like cabins and stuff there. I didn't look at anything else. You go front page, you scroll down, you see this.
I see this, and I went, Elise? And then I go to this, and it says, about us. Individuals can fully embrace their freedom, connect with nature, and sense of community. We celebrate body positivity and personal freedom. Where is it?
Cocks, tails, and tunes.
Has served as a welcoming, secure, and LGBT clothing optional sanctuary.
Wait, no, I love.
Yeah.
But I was like, Elise,
Is this the right one?
The only campsite you found is a fucking gay swinger campsite.
Is this the right one?
I was like, imagine we didn't see any of that. We just show
Girl,
up.
there is a trailer trash weekend.
Oh my god.
July 17th.
What the heck?
Oh my god. No, I think a dust bunny tried to get its cock sucked. Damn.